Hi everyone, welcome to a showcase video for my latest script, Vehicle Shops. I'm trying a new format for videos where I actually narrate them instead of using text on screen, so let me know if you prefer this sort of style of preview video, because it's a little bit easier. But whilst we're here, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Right then, let's take a look at public stores first. So, upon opening the menu, these categories are the categories that are defined in the config file. These must match your vehicles.lua, and whatever category you define in your vehicles.lua, you must then also define in the config of this script. Clicking on a category gives you a list of vehicles in that category, the name and the brand and the price being pulled from your vehicles.lua. The images are hosted dynamically from a GitHub link, so if you have custom images or anything like that, you're welcome to submit a pull request to have the images hosted for you. Clicking on a vehicle that you choose gives an option to test drive it, buy the vehicle or finance it. If you want to finance it, you have a configurable upfront fee, which is the down payment, which is a percentage of its original value, and then a configurable amount of repayments. Buying the vehicle obviously buys it outright. But for this, let's have a look at test drive. So test drive gives you the keys for a short while. You can choose where you want the test drive location to be. For this one, we've just got it near the shop. But this gives you the opportunity for customers to try out vehicles before they buy them or potentially finance them. If you exit the vehicle or the test drive ends, then you are transported back to the vehicle shop, and it's marked as ended. You can then go back in and interact with that vehicle again, choose to finance it or buy it. In this case, we're going to buy it outright. You can choose the colour that you want, and primary and secondary. And you can also choose wheel colour as well. This is optional, you don't have to choose this, but there is a list of available colours. You can choose your payment method as well, so you can either have cash payments, bank payments, or item payments, or both. Item payments are more for sort of things like VIP shops, exclusive vehicles, or things like that. I'm going to select bank for this. If you don't have enough, it won't allow you to proceed, but otherwise the money will be deducted from your account. You'll get the keys and you can go and enjoy your new vehicle. Okay, so we're going to take a look at player-owned dealerships now. They operate slightly differently to public ones in the sense that customers have a different menu. You are able to view the categories like normal and all of the vehicles that are listed in those categories, but you're not able to interact with them in the sense that you can't finance them, test drive them, or buy them outright. You have to speak to an employee or an owner. Finding them in the menu, you simply find a vehicle that you're interested in. In this case, we'll go for the JB700W. Gives you the option that it's view only. Clicking that will then give you a notification that you need to speak to an employee. So if you then set your job like such, the shops refresh. You then get the ownership side of it. Sell vehicle to customer. You can then go through this list of the categories and find the vehicle that they've wanted, and you can see your stock levels. If it's out of stock, it's marked as disabled and it will tell you it's out of stock. Anything that is in stock, you're able to click on and start test drive, sell to customer, or finance. In this instance, we're going to do the finance. Choosing the finance option gives you the input the same as normal for your colours if required. Payment options, again, cash, bank, both, or item based, but in this case we're going to go for bank. You're going to need to enter the customer's server ID. This will then put them into the vehicle. If you're the owner, you will get the full down payment. If you are an employee, you will get a commission percentage based of the down payment, and this also applies to purchased vehicles. Owners will get the full purchase amount, employees will get a commission based fee. We're going to take a look at stocking player-owned vehicle stores now. You select the category that you wish to stock. This then lists the vehicles in those categories. It displays your current stock levels and the stock price. The stock price is a configurable cost of the original purchase price set in your vehicles.lua. Selecting an option gives you an input confirmation window. You can choose how many you want to stock. The amount you choose to stock is then multiplied by the original purchase price. You're then given a confirmation window which displays how many you've chosen, the vehicle you've chosen, and the total price. The total price is paid for by the Job Society bank account, so if you do not have enough funds in your Society bank account, you will not be able to proceed with the order. Confirming the order creates the stock order. This then teleports you into a delivery vehicle. If this trailer is detached or the vehicle is destroyed, you are penalised a configurable amount. You then must deliver your truck and trailer to your store in order for the stock levels to be reflected. Upon arriving at the delivery zone, you will be notified that the delivery is complete. The delivery vehicle will be deleted and the stock levels will be updated to reflect that. We're going to take a look at selling vehicles back to the dealerships now. So every dealership has a configurable option to add a selling point to it, where players can sell their vehicles back to the dealership for a configurable sale cost worth of their original price. You can only sell vehicles at the relevant store that you've bought them from, so you can only sell cars at a car store, you can only sell planes at a plane store, boats at a boat store, etc, etc. You can't sell vehicles that have outstanding finance. The menu option is disabled, and it informs you that you must pay the outstanding finance before selling, and it gives you the remaining balance. Selecting the vehicle that you want to sell gives you an input. You have chosen to sell this vehicle with this plate for this value. Confirming it then sells your vehicle. This vehicle is then removed from your garage and you are given the money. Okay, so we're going to look at some commands now. Players have a choice of commands that they can execute to check things like finance levels, to sell a vehicle to a player, cancel a stock mission, and then admins have their own menu as well. So if we take a look at the vehicle finance menu, this lists all of the vehicles that you currently have on finance, the balance remaining and the payments left. Selecting a vehicle gives you the option to make a payment. The maximum amount being permitted is the amount of balance left, so you can only pay off, you can't pay more than the value of the vehicle. So if we just put 5,000 in there as a test and confirm, this then deducts the amount from my bank account, reduces the balance remaining, and informs me that there is 9 payments left. We're going to look at the sell vehicle to player command now, which allows players to sell vehicles to other players. Executing that command brings up a menu with all of the vehicles that you have in your garage currently. They display the name and the manufacturer, the plate, and if it has outstanding finance. If you have outstanding finance, you are unable to sell it. This prevents exploits and abuse and encourages finance payments. But choosing a vehicle that doesn't have any outstanding finance, you select their customer's server ID and put a price in, hit confirm. The customer is then given this input window where it tells you who's selling you the vehicle itself, and the plate and the price. You can then confirm this. The money is deducted out of your bank account. The vehicle is then removed from the seller's garage and then assigned to the buyer's garage. We're going to take a look at the vehicle shop admin command now. This allows server owners to view and adjust stock levels, view shop information and adjust stock levels. Executing this command will bring up a menu of all the shops that are defined in the config file. Clicking on a shop gives you the option to view shop information, which displays the owner if there is one, the list of employees and the current society funds, and you're able to manage stock levels. You can view or adjust stock for this specific shop. Viewing information, again, like I said, shows you the owner, society funds, and employees. Employees list their citizen ID and the grade that they currently are. Managing stock levels, again, these are the categories that are defined for that store in the config file. Clicking on a category lists all of the vehicles that are in that category with the amount that you currently have in stock at this shop, the total sold, and if it has been recently modified by another admin. Clicking that gives you the option to adjust stock up to a configurable amount. Confirming does so, immediately updates your stock levels, and then this is then reflected in your stock menu, which you can then sell to customers, finance, or test drive. The script config is extensive and can be modified to suit your server needs for vehicle shops and various core settings where required.